Stop lying to yourself about weed. So many people live in denial, say weed's helping them. It's helping them control their anger. It's helping them get to sleep. You're dependent on it. You're addicted to it. And you don't want to admit it. That's the thing. A lot of people, they say weed's helping them. Weed isn't that bad. At least I'm not drinking alcohol. At least I'm not doing cocaine. They use that excuse to smoke weed. That doesn't mean you can smoke weed just because you're not doing harder drugs, just because you're not drinking alcohol, doing cocaine, doing harder drugs. You shouldn't be doing any drug. You're better off being sober. And everybody at some point in their life has told themselves they need to quit smoking weed. Everybody has said that. I guarantee you watching this right now, you have said to yourself, I need to quit smoking weed. You've definitely said that. Definitely. Everybody said it. I said it to myself 1,000 times. It took me over 1,000 times of trying to quit to actually realize, oh shit, there's no such thing as trying to quit. You just have to quit. Because you know deep down, subconsciously, weed is no good for you. Weed isn't helping you get you to where you want to be. Weed isn't helping you in any sort of way. The ways you think weed is helping you, it's actually not helping you, because in the long run, it's going to backfire on you. You think weed is helping you contain your anger, but it's not. It's making you more angry. It's making you more stressed. It's making you more irritated, agitated. It's making you more of a negative person, because you will come to a situation in your life where somebody will piss you off. Somebody will say something you don't like. And now you feel like you have to smoke to calm yourself down. You have to smoke to not bang out on them. You have to smoke to not get angry and shout and do something you regret. That means you're dependent. That means you have a weakness. You need a substance to control and contain yourself. That's a weakness. That's a weakness you have. You have to learn how to control and contain yourself without using substances. The strongest men, that's what they do. They contain and control their fucking emotions without depending on the substance, because there will come a time where you can't get weed. There will come a time. And I was smoking weed for years. I was smoking weed for years knowing this is no good for me. For about 12 to 13 years, I was smoking weed knowing this is no good for me. But I still continued to smoke it like a fucking idiot. Why? Because I was addicted. People think weed isn't addictive. Yes, it fucking is. Anything can be addictive, you idiot. Oh, smoking weed's not addictive. You just got a weak mindset. Like, the amount of people I've heard say, you can't handle weed. You're mentally weak. That's why you can't handle weed. How can you decide if somebody's mentally weak or not just because weed doesn't sit well with them? That doesn't decide if you're mentally weak or not. That's how delusional weed smokers are. They think if you can't handle weed, you're mentally weak. And people who are addicted to weed, they get very defensive about weed. When I post my weed content online on Instagram, the people who are addicted get very, very defensive. It's like, if weed isn't affecting you, why are you even commenting on my post? My videos are to help people quit smoking weed. So if weed isn't a problem to you, why are you commenting on my post? Don't comment on my post. My videos ain't for you. My videos are for the people who know weed is no good for them. My videos are for the people who know they can do better without weed. And if you're one of those people who live in denial and think weed's helping you get through your day like a bitch, go ahead and smoke weed. But if you know deep down you're better than this, you want to be a good example, you want to fucking be the best version of yourself you can possibly be, you'll admit to yourself you have a problem with weed and you want to quit. Like, the strongest men are the ones who actually ask for help to quit. They're the strongest men. The weakest motherfuckers are the ones who have attempted hundreds of times and they've just accepted, okay, I can't quit smoking. I'm just going to try and find all the positives out of it and get high. They're the weakest. They gave up trying to quit. You're not focused when you're high. You're not ready for bad situations when you're high. You're not reliable when you're high. As a grown man, you can't be high all fucking day. Especially if you're somebody who wakes up and smokes first thing in the morning. You're a bum. You're a fucking bum. You're an addict. There's no denying that. You're a weed addict. If you can't do certain tasks without smoking weed, that means you're dependent on it. You need it to do certain things. You need it to get to sleep. You need it to socialize. You need it to just do simple things. That means you're dependent on it and you're addicted to it. You're addicted to it. And you need to learn how to get through your day, get through tough times, face adversity without turning to the drugs, without turning to the alcohol. Because I'm telling you, I was smoking weed, I was drinking alcohol. For a couple years, I was doing coke. Like, I've done these harder drugs. And I'm telling you, weed isn't fucking valid. Weed isn't valid. Just because you're not doing hard drugs, it doesn't mean weed is valid, because I've done harder drugs and I'm telling you, weed will still fuck you up. Weed will fuck you up. All drugs will fuck you up. So don't try and use, don't try and say just because you're not drinking alcohol, just because you're not doing cocaine, you can smoke weed. It's not all right. You're better off not doing any drug, staying away from all substances. That's how you build a strong mentality. You need to get the fuck out of your own way. Anything holding you back in life, you need to remove, whether that's weed, pills, porn, gambling, whatever it is, whatever it is. Like, you could become addicted to anything. You could become addicted to food. You could become addicted to watching movies. You could become addicted to anything. Like, anything can be addictive. Anything can be addictive. And people out there want to say, oh, weed's not addictive. Yes, it fucking is. Anything can be addictive. All substances are addictive. Weed is a drug. And people out there want to say, oh, weed's just a plant, it's not a drug. It's a fucking drug. Do you get intoxicated when you smoke weed? Yes, it's a drug. Anything that intoxicates you means it's a drug. It's a fucking drug, and you can't debate that. You can't deny that. The shit people are smoking today isn't natural. It's not normal. It's not just a plant. That shit will knock your dome off. That shit will knock your dome off. How many people do you know want to quit smoking weed? I guarantee you know a whole gang of people who want to quit smoking weed. So you can't say weed is just a plant, because it's not. It negatively affects a lot of people. A lot of people. And a lot of people live in denial, saying it doesn't affect them in a negative way. People brag about being able to go to work, go to gym, and get through their day whilst being high. Congratulations, you're a fucking drug addict. If you're doing important tasks high, you're a drug addict. You're a fucking addict. And that's it. There's no debate in that. If you go to the gym high, you go to work high, you go to important meetings high, you do important tasks high, you're a weed addict, and there's no debate in that. If you're struggling with quitting smoking weed and you really want help, message me on Instagram at jc.thecoach, or click the link in the description, book a 30-minute phone call with me. We can discuss your situation and I can help you.